Okay, let's see where we are. Oh, I want the chat open. Otherwise, I will not remember to check it. See. Today is Emacs. No, yay Emacs 38. I'm gonna just be working on Emacs news. You're welcome to come and hang out with me if you like. Let me get the chat up here so I can actually see people's comments. I'm slightly confused. Oh, wait, I need to switch account to the other one. Alright. Hang on a second. Just finding out where I am. Okay. Alright, let's pop out the chat. And stick that in here. Okay, so let's start organizing these links. That goes there, this goes here. Okay. FlyMate can now show you diagnostics at the end of the line. That sounds useful. Emacs tip of the day? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. So there's the implementation of this is to display the documentation of a random Emacs function to provide a tip of the day. I keep thinking of having like a manually written tip of the day for all the things that are not included in the documentation. But this is a good start, you know. And in fact, I've had similar code to insert the first line of the doc string of an interactive function randomly in things like blog posts or notes or what's it called? Email signatures long time ago. And that might be fun as a kind of a serendipitous way of bumping into things. So yeah, tip of the day might be, I might actually want to add that to my capture template, come to think of it. That could be fun. Experiment with tip of the day in my capture buffer, sort of to reward me for taking a note. I think that could be fun. All right, tip of the day. This is probably going in other. Oh, this is an org mode request. This is my entry for the Carnival of Emacs, the Emacs Carnival. I wrote the blog post in French first, but there is an English translation afterwards, and it's on the topic of programming, where I talk about mixing languages. Anyway, that's sort of org mode, but it's also sort of coding. I'll just put it in coding, sure. Oh, actually no, let's put it in org mode because it's mostly org. Completion in buffer. Completion, sure. Org mode requests, denotes. Alright, this is an iOS app. Actually, it's a web thingy. Embark. Okay, that's a new post. Ooh. We'll put this one in upcoming events. Hey, now I have 2 Emacs chats scheduled in French. I'm only slightly terrified, but it'll be okay, right? It'll be great. Good morning to you too, Susan. Okay, which key is now built in? Yes, it's been built in for a little while, but it is not enabled by default, so highly recommend that people add which key mode to their config. It is really nice. I do occasionally find myself looking at things. It does. Which key does need a little bit of configuration if you want to neaten it up, so that you can rename the prefixes and get rid of extra long text or rename things. There's some stuff about that in my config. So if you search for which key, you'll find it. Anyway, that's configuration. Say ID. What is this? feel like it's a closure thing, but there are Emacs bindings, so this is probably an Emacs thing too. Okay, we'll put it in coding. Projectile is navigation. Search for knowledge, that's community. It's a Carnival post. Tree setter mode still need a syntax table. Emacs Lisp. Inline completion with completion preview mode. Okay, completion. Stepping through macros, insider. Ooh. CLJ refactor. Coding. Org's agenda. This org agenda start and weekday variable. Appearance. Making backspace in Vertigo behave like I do. Completion. Update the Jinx reconsidered. This is the okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's fine. Cider major release. If you work with Clojure, you probably already know about this. If you don't work with Clojure yet, I think a lot of people do enjoy using that. It's community. Jinx reconsider. This is writing. I'll avoid Embark. Oh, I like Embark, so I want to read this quickly. Yep, this is what you get with Embark. I need to get the hang of using Embark export, so I have to remember it's a capital E, and then I can just keep using that. Alright, let's do that. Control H is this, yeah, searchable. Control, yeah, I use I a lot. Act all and become. I need to use that more often. Can rename a file easily, delete a file, jump to location. Interesting. Alright, Embark goes in configuration. Okay, so that's a community thing. Control C ampersand? What is Control C ampersand? Wait, my Control C ampersand is a prefix. Oh, say yes a bit. I don't know what the default binding of it is. Control C, Control O. Control C, Control O does not even jump to someplace for me. Okay, this is why whenever you write about a keyboard shortcut, I highly recommend that you also write about the function that it calls, maybe in parentheses. That's how people usually do it. So people with different key bindings can be like, what is this interesting function that I'm missing out on? Anyway, here we are. Okay, can I just run a spare Emacs? Hang on a second. Let me try test.org here. Okay, all right, test. Control C, Control. This is open link. Okay. Okay. So what he's saying is what it's saying is if you follow a link to, for example, test org store link here, org insert link, if you follow this, then you can Control C ampersand to go back, and Control C ampersand is org mark ring go to. Okay. Okay, I can do this. All right. Using all right. Slightly more sensible for me, more useful. All right, org mode internal links. Okay, it's definitely org. Cape Corfu's best friend completion. Replace. Oh, I forgot to do duplicate removal. Okay. This one feels like a duplicate. That's what I did. Okay, let's go. Delete. Yeah, I think in fact everything from here on is a duplicate. Because I remember that Gantt chart thing. Is this a moving message yet? Moving messages. I keep not typing it right. Messages. Yeah, okay. Yeah, anything from there onwards. Okay, region pin for floating code snippets. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, so instead of splitting the window, which is what I always do, you can have a small preview, and it just floats. Oh, that looks really cool. Anyway, here's the screenshot. It looks really interesting. 7 coding. This is a recording of it. 6. Beginner, CJK input methods. So this is probably writing. That's community, guide to, etc. Yeah, okay. It's great. Everyone's writing about completion today. Spacemax layer for AI code interface. Okay, let's just wait for the Reddit thread to load. And this needs to be this one over here, and then I need to put this in the LLM category. Take 2-bar. Oh, let's change that to the actual thing. Okay, what is this? This feels like oh, it's a debugging thing. All right, coding then. Okay. Also LLMs. Also not to GPTel. Oh yes, there was a bit of discussion about this recently. Beginner, put that in beginner category, and new Modus Alabaster themes. Okay, link first. Okay, Modus Alabaster, that's the one. Skewed Emacs. Okay, configuration, sleek mode line. Configuration. Oh, actually, sometimes I put that in appearance. Not sure, appearance. Search for knowledge. Oh, you know what? I have once again forgotten to do the duplicate checking. Okay, let's do the duplicate checking. Okay, Let's go. Oh, it's not too bad in terms of duplicates. Anything new Alpa that needs? No, it's mostly Malpa. Okay. Here we are then. Full IDE power over SSH. 7. Okay. This.com Emacs themes. Here themes, and that's appearance, yes. I am quite curious about this. Drawing inside org mode using iPad. And I should add myself a to-do here. Try out WordPad. That looks pretty cool. I used to use a Supernode. I switched to an iPad because colors and reading and things like that. It's a lot easier to just grab stuff and keep following the links instead of having to load things each time. But that's definitely cool stuff. Okay, WordPad. Yeah. Yeah. Scala, coding, and this is community. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the part where I have to figure out whether something is worth including in the Emacs news. There are a number of live stream coding sessions, so okay, probably that's fine. Best guess, coding, navigation, GG tags, Emacs, probably navigation. Okay, I'll just say yeah, sure. This is the org mode thing. Beginner. I am looking forward to checking this out too for my French learning practice. But let's go see if this is org mode or something else. Yeah, it's org mode. Is this mostly live coding? Or does it actually talk about the Emacs part? Okay, so this is more live coding than Emacs bits. Beginner. Oh, this one is actually an org mode thing. Configuration. Tramp mode. Okay. Let's go see. Using tramp to edit files as root. Yeah, I do actually have a separate section for tramp. Let's go see. What is this about? I'm confused. Oh, this is short.
Oh, that's great. You really missed out. It was exciting.
Okay, we missed out. Misconfigured stream. Sometimes that happens. Okay, let's go find something else then.
benefits of using meow is that it doesn't override.
Okay. Configuration, how to find and replace text in Emacs.
Bigfoot width, great, light.
All right, let's put that in beginner. Emacs for editing RSS feeds. Interesting. Is there like... Oh, no transcript. Because no audio. That is not actually Emacs. That is System Crafter is making another editor. How to undo Emacs? Yeah, beginner tutorial.
All right, in this video, we're going to talk about how.
All right, and completion. Okay, so those are the links from Planet Emacs Life and Reddit. We do have some links from Hacker News and Lobsters. So let me get those sorted out. Post has it right here. Okay. So the human Emacs thing has lots of comments. There's Emacs docs. A few appreciative comments over there. Three comments for this one, so it'll go after the lobsters discussion. Oh, actually, is this a... Okay, that's a response to that. Human in this one. And there. Okay. Any other comments? Next up is Blue Sky. Embark bindings at point. Okay, so that's a thing. Interesting. Because it's true, sometimes you have key maps that only work in certain places. They're not mode specific. Okay, thanks Omar for the tip. Embark bindings at point. Ooh, is there a Emacs bits here? Yes. Nice. But there's no, like, tell us about your workflow. Code. Where's the code? Fine. Wait. Okay, next one is other small Fediverse type sites. Infrequently updated, but I check them anyway because hope springs eternal. Okay, nothing new in the last week. And then the one that takes the most time is actually Mastodon because there's often a lot of conversation. So let's wait for that to get pulled up. In other news, I've been tinkering with my audio. I don't know how well this works, but there's now a wind filter on it. We'll see. And well, bit by bit, trying to improve. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Did someone already respond to this? Got it. Okay. How does Orgagenda build the thing anyway? I'm curious. Okay, slightly complicated. But this person is already happy with it. Okay, alright. Seems fine. Preview command for gem text. Let's include that. Mouse support to Corfu. Corfu is completion. Am I using Corfu mode? No, I'm not currently using Corfu mode. Okay, so I don't need it. But I will mention this because people like that. Nice. Did someone already tell this person that Majid works over Trump, I think? Yes. Okay. I just love looking through all these posts and seeing what people are up to. Alright, let's include the link to that. Okay, did someone flesh it out in more details or more notes? Very good. Ah. Did someone have a good solution for that one? Frame parameter nil environment. What? Can I just execute that? Huh. Oh, I guess if you're passing along other stuff. Okay, not a thing that I can explore right now. Tip about using embark bindings at point to find commands. All right. Let's link to that one so it has the Mastodon link. Outline occur. That sounds interesting. So like huh. All right. Okay. Simply that. Hmm. This is a fairly long response, so I feel like it should probably have its own and this stuff over here, font control. Oop. Go. Did someone already recommend projects? Okay. Hmm. 404 on that on the page. Oh, perfect. Okay, here we go. guessing that's also related to that. Can use call custom functions when formatting message lines in summaries. Summary buffers. Okay, cool. Hide imports. Imports in scheme buffers using an overlay. Oh, that's actually the. There you go. Okay, it's a very long title, but I'll just leave it because it's got words. Okay, consult LSP diagnostics. I already included that. Okay, that's the end of that one. Community configuration. What was this one about? Config. I feel like this is it a coding thing? It also feels like configuration. I'll put it in configuration, I guess. Describe. Oh, quite possibly this is last week's stuff too that I've forgotten to include. Have I already included this? I'm slightly confused. Oh, okay, this is the same. Okay, let's file them. Okay, so I don't have a lot of. I just forgot to include them last time. Describe bindings, outline rules. Configuration, Cabrilla format, amateur, fun. Am I really sure I haven't included this yet? No, I guess not. Okay, fun. I spell word to fix spelling, writing, controlling YouTube, multimedia. Emacs measure CM7, gem text mode. I feel like this could be writing, maybe. Corfu mouse goes in the conclusion. Dear locals. Well, if I put that under there, then I need to put the other configuration thing in the coding section as well, because they're the same idea. And this is just the announcement. Oh no, this is actually the notes. Configuration, community, navigation, casual. Okay, so what's new in this one? Oh, I'll let people decide. Okay. Emacs, community, mail, news and chat, coding, work mode, and coding. All right. So last step is to open a bunch of Emacs devel links. Hang on a sec. Well, second to last step, because I also need to sort everything. Okay, let's see where we are. Let's see. Next development. Okay, that's about it. Sorting time. Okay, let's go see. Let's put that earlier. Yeah, that seems about right. This one is here. That one is down there. Let's combine those. That is kind of there. And that's a config. It's in English, so it's slightly more universal than one in French. Close enough. Okay. Themes. Line a curve. Interesting. There you go. Okay, so workflow things. Requests go up at the top. Node from there you go. That's that one. That can go down to the bottom. This one goes up a little higher. It's a bit lower. This is kind of a beginner thing. Or this is YouTube, and you can just combine that there. This one's a little more. Yep. Okay. Close enough. So many completion things. It's great. And this is a YouTube link for that previous. Okay. That's enough. A lot of coding things today. Oh, wait, this got misplaced. Okay, how am I going to sort this? More specific things like scheme goes down. This is kind of configuration-y things. Okay, fine. This is also quite specific. Closure goes together with the closure things. All right. That's more general. Okay. This one feels like it should go together with a region pinning. Okay, roughly. That's more general. This is more specific than that. Okay. So this one usually comes to the top. This one goes together here. category? That doesn't... I managed to get everything else sorted out. Okay. YouTube. Here we go. Hey, look at that. My non-breaking space survived. And that's the same as that. Okay, and this one is mentions that, so I'll stick that in there. Okay, it's reasonable. Okay, we gotta introduce it with a paragraph. Lots of discussion for or against human Emacs. There's been lots of discussion. The community section. Completion seems to be the topic of the day with some resources. What do I say here? Oh yeah, there you go. Completion is having a moment. There you go. With I check out the new videos and resources people have shared on both completion in buffer and in the mini buffer. Also, there you go. Yeah, completion at point. I'm still wrapping my mind around it myself because sometimes I'm like, okay, these suggestions are not useful and I just keep ignoring them. But if I spend some time tweaking them, maybe the completions can be more helpful. Okay. Alright, so I guess this is postable. Thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, do I actually have my... Oops, not that one. I need to copy post this one. Oh, I might not have my static site generator running at the moment. Let me go see. Okay, I do have to start it up. Make serve. Big stretch. This is good. Managing to get Emacs news sorted out before the kiddo wakes up. Today, she doesn't have any more summer camps, so it's going to be basically me coming up with D&D adventures because she really enjoys playing D&D with me. I think our plan, she plays a wizard. I play a fighter who's tanking the damage so that she can do her thing. She has an owlbear cublet that she's been training. So the plan is to make our way back from her village deep in the forests to the Keep of the Borderlands. It took us 5 game days to get there from the Keep of the Borderlands. I'm saying, yeah, we can do the long way with lots of encounters, and then pick up the ogre who we've made friends with, and then fight our way through the bandit and creature infested, combat infested shortcut back, so that we can have faster travel between the Keep in the Borderlands and her village. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's see if this is now copyable. There you go. Ooh, I don't need the whole thing, I just need the URL. Alright, so people who stuck around patiently can get first crack at that while I go do the thing to publish it elsewhere. Sneak peek, right? Share this by email. Hope that works. Publish my blog in the background. Oh yeah. Okay. I need to. Do I not have a tangled version of my recent config? I changed this recently, is why. Oh, I think I was supposed to just tell it to continue, even if it saw a Z. Okay. Alright, well, let's tangle my config anyway, because it's always helpful. So yeah, the kiddo is going to probably want to play lots of D&D today, so I have to come up with a good mix of puzzles she can solve, possibly involving math, like in-person solving math problems, or French. She wants to learn Abyssal in game. She plays a tiefling, so she knows Infernal and she wants to learn Abyssal. And I decided that we're going to treat French as Abyssal, so that she gets more practice learning that before the school year starts again. And what's that? Yes, and math, because she really likes math, so she can do her Arcana checks in person. I mean, actually try to solve things and figure things out. Okay, where were we? We're here. We're going to say, yeah, share the news. And just say, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so on the way to her secret forest village last time, she had a particularly exciting fight with a harpy, because she had jumped on the harpy to try to fight it with shocking grasp and stuff. And at some point in the battle, it dislodged her. But fortunately, she had started to tie a rope around it previously, so she was just able to catch the rope. So anyway, so long and short, she's learned to keep Featherfall prepared now. And to keep a spell slot handy for such things. So I have to think of some other non-harpy flying monster to throw at her, where she can maybe try these tactics. We'll see. We did try out one of those D&D groups at a nearby store. I thought it was pretty fun, because the dungeon master has a lot more energy than I do, and it kind of comes with funnier reactions and has props and everything. But on the other hand, if I run the campaign for her, then she can basically just keep moving the story along so much more, because we can play every day and we can squeeze in, little bits of storytelling while we're standing in line for something. So some benefits to that, even if it's going to be a much smaller do-it adventure, because it's really just her and my DMPC around to soak up the damage. So that's there, at least. I'm still waiting for things to publish. I could stop the stream now, I suppose, instead of just rattling on, but it's fine. Practice talking about things. I am, as I mentioned, only slightly terrified by the thought of doing this, but in French, next month. So on August 6th, I'm going to have my first Emacs chat in French. So I have to start practicing. My plan is I'm going to watch people's Emacs videos and read them and read people's configs and their tutorials and whatnot. The two people I'm going to be chatting with do not have published configs yet, so I'm going to sort of have faith that they're going to have interesting things to talk about, because I can't do my usual look at their config beforehand and highlight interesting things that I want to ask about. But Prot is going to be there, so I've scheduled it with him as well, and I'll treat it as a coaching session for me and pay him the €10 per hour. And he's also learning French. Well, he's learned French previously, so he's dusting off his French, and that should be interesting to see whether we can pull it off. Yeah. Anyway, so my plan is read the tutorials and read people's blog posts and try to pick up vocabulary in the next 2 weeks. Watch the videos, practice typical questions that I might want to ask, and then relax and have fun, because probably it's going to be okay. Anyhow, okay, it's just getting uploaded on my site now. Yep, it is now on my site, Emacs News, and it will arrive in people's mailboxes once I figure out how that works. Once we wait for this to finish. It usually takes a while, because republishing my org file, my very large org file with everything, takes a while. Yeah. I am learning to lean into my special interests. My part of my brain is slightly obsessing about this. Okay, we're going to figure out French, and also we're going to figure out all the workflows around language learning, at least for my particular, way of learning things with Emacs. So, for example, I can write with looking things up in example sentences and whatever. So the excuse to go tinker some more with Emacs is also quite motivating. Anyway, let's send this email before I forget. And the last step is to oh yes, I need to add all the videos here from org. Yes. Hello, Jasper. Anyway, so yeah, I figure, well, there's having tried to learn language in grade school and completely did not retain it because I wasn't using it with anyone. I'm like, if we're not going to waste the time that the kiddo is going to have to spend learning French in elementary, then it behooves me to make sure that she's got a reason for using it outside. Oh, and she's awake now, so bye!